I think this is something which you must hear. I think this is something which can change your life. And I mean it. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel again. It's day 25 of daily video journaling. You can check all my old videos on my YouTube channel. It's all there. Today I was actually, it is a festival in India which is Holi. So I celebrated that. We had a lot of fun. And after that I came home and I didn't did much. I was actually reading this book. I completed this book. So this is the parable of the pipeline. I have completed this book, and yeah, I mean today I was doing this only. But after reading this book, I was just wondering. I was just scrolling everything. I was just searching on web, and that's when I actually found a story. I think after hearing that story, it was something that actually enlightened me in some way. And I think this is something which you must hear. I think this is something which can change your life. And I mean it. So the story starts like there was once a traveler who was passing by an elephant camp. And just out of curiosity, he actually entered that camp. And what he saw massive creatures, the elephants. They were tied with a thin rope in one of their leg, and they were just moving around. This thing actually generated some curiosity inside him. He actually thought that there are no cages, no shackles, no iron chains, nothing, but just a single rope which is holding them off, holding these big animals. So when his curiosity reached its peak, he actually visited the trainer who was standing by these elephants, and he just asked. He said, "Hey there," and then the trainer turned towards him and he asked, "I have a question. Why these elephants who are so big, why they are not breaking free from these ropes which are so thin and so weak that they can actually break that in seconds with their power? Why these elephants are not breaking free from this thing?" And that's when the trainer actually smiled. He smiled and answered that because these ropes are the only ropes, these are the same ropes with whom we actually tied these elephants when they were much smaller, when they were very weak. So they actually tried, they pulled, they actually tried to break free when they were small. But since they were small and weak, this rope was strong enough to actually hold them. And they actually eventually grew up struggling, trying, and then they end up quitting. They end up quitting the struggle. They thought that they could never break free from this tiny rope. Today, these animals are so big, they have so much power, but still they are struggling. They are not thinking that they can break free. This thing actually stunned the traveler. He actually thought that probably these ropes are of different kinds and other things, and that's why the elephants are not breaking free. And after listening to trainer, he realized that these animals, these big creatures, to whom even a cage, even chains, even the shackles, nothing can stop them, they can break free from anything, are not actually held back by a thin rope. No, rope is not the reason why they are held back. It's their own belief. After struggling for so long, now they believe that they can never break free. They can never break free from this rope, and that's why they quit trying. Can you imagine? No one is stopping them from breaking free but their own belief, their past failures, their doubts. And after moving out of that camp, the traveler was thinking, and he was in a very deep thought, that similar to these elephants, there are people who are not able to break free from their situations because of their past failures, because of their beliefs, because they tried once, they tried multiple times, but they couldn't do that time, so they quit trying. Can you imagine? They quit trying. Now they are mature enough, they have energy, they have knowledge, and they can actually try, and who knows, they might end up break free from this trap, which is, time for money trap, which I have discussed in a different video of mine. It was how to become successful while being lazy. You can check that video. But now they can try break free from this trap, but they are not trying. They gave up on trying. So the moral of this story is that there are a lot of people in this world. A lot of people. Some of them, they are not like these elephants. And a lot of people are like these elephants. The people who we see are successful today are not the ones who failed and quit. These are the people who actually tried again. They said to themselves that why not to try again? Let's try again. Let's do this again. So what if I failed once? So what if I failed twice? Why can't I try this again? And that's what made them successful. On the other hand, these people are actually very interesting. They tried once with their full potential, and then they failed because of some reason, and now they are not even trying to do anything again. They lose all their hopes. They are hopeless. They are not living. They died once they quit trying, once they quit learning. They are not living. They are just spending their life. So my question to you guys is, what do you want to do? What do you actually want to do? This story, when I was reading this, I felt that I was that kind of a person back then who actually tried something and failed miserably in a lot of things, and after 2-3 tries I just quit at that time, and I was living the life which is not something which I wanted. I was living a life which a lot of people, made for me. And after reading this story, I realized that I am a complete changed man now. 25 years before, I was a different person altogether. If I would have read this story at that time, I would have just ignored this. But now, when I have read this, probably I can now never quit. I can now continue my struggle. What is bad in struggling? I already have a job. I'm doing that. I'm earning, a decent amount, which a 25-year-old, has. It's a decent amount which a 25-year-old can expect from himself. I will not say that it is good, but it is not that bad. There are people in India who are 25 years old and are not on that level. But anyhow, I have this job. I can anytime fall back upon this job. It's not like I am quitting this now. So what's wrong with trying? Why can't I try? Why can't I do something which can change my entire life? I just have to give 5 years of mine. I can actually build a pipeline that will generate money for me. What's wrong with that? Why people are not trying that? And what's difficult in that? What is it which is difficult? These are the questions which I have currently in mind. And hopefully after hearing the story, you guys must have same. If you guys have these same questions and you have sorted out the answer, then you can comment down just the answer to these questions below. And to all the people who have actually felt enlightened and who are going to try again, comment down that it's not over yet. it's not over yet. I will try again. I will play again. And that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this story. And if you like my effort, just subscribe my channel and like my video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.